This is the AI Music Revolution, brought to you by JG BeatsLab. JG BeatsLab is a methodology company for serious musicians working with AI tools. Not tips, not hacks, a complete system for getting consistent professional output from platforms like Suno and Eureka. We call it the unlocked system. The framing is simple. You can be a vending machine operator, pressing buttons and accepting whatever the AI gives you back, or you can be a director, understanding the platforms well enough to get exactly what you want from them. Lane 2 work, human-authored, AI-assisted music creation. That's what this show is built on. Here's today's episode. Hello, and welcome to the AI Music Revolution. I am your host, Josh Gilliland, the founder of JG BeatsLab. This week's two posts pair up naturally. One's about why your tracks keep converging into the same song, and the other's about the credit waste pattern that happens while you're trying to fix that without knowing why it's happening. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about why every song sounds the same. You noticed it before, you couldn't name it. Track 5 or 6 in, the songs aren't identical, but they rhyme. Same soft intro, same long runway before the drums, same safe chorus, arriving right on schedule. Different lyrics, same song, weaving in between there, wearing different clothes. This isn't you running out of ideas. It's the model doing exactly what it's built to do. And I ran a controlled batch of melodic rock and alt pop in version 5.5 to actually measure it. What's happening is what I call the polish bias. Left any space or ambiguity, the model fills it and pulls everything towards the same polished, commercial, cinematic center. I'll own my share of this one. I was reusing one master prompt across a whole run for the catalog consistency. Emotional melodic rock, modern radio production, powerful male vocals, cinematic atmosphere, big chorus, and themic energy. On paper, that reads like direction. To the model, it's a description of its own generic default. The instinct when a batch goes samey is to reach for a better adjective. I tried that. Swapped cinematic for raw and themic for urgent. It moved the paint, not the frame. The song was still built the same way underneath. What actually broke it was structure the model can't round off. Instead of describing a mood, I described a build. Drums enter immediately. No atmospheric intro. Dry, close vocals in the verse. First chorus before 42 seconds. Bridge drops to bass and vocals only. Tempo helped, vocal roll helped, but the single biggest lever, by a wide margin, was cutting the atmospheric intro. That default runway is where the model sets a mood. It pays off the same way every time. Take the runway away, the whole track reshapes. Countable, structural instructions get obeyed. Mood adjectives get absorbed into the default. When a batch goes samey, the fix is never a better adjective. It's a harder constraint the model cannot smooth over. All right, let's get into the second segment, the 400 credit song. So the second post is about where that same habit, treating the tool like a slot machine instead of an instrument, actually costs you money. Most people burn 400 credits on a single song that never lands, and it's not bad luck. It's the same 7 mistakes almost everyone makes. A few of the ones that cost the most. performance notes typed into the lyrics box, so Suno sings your stage directions as part of the chorus, when raspy or breathy belongs in the style prompt instead. Generating one take at a time instead of batches, the slowest and most expensive way to find a keeper. Re-rolling an entire song to fix one weak section, when Studio lets you regenerate just that piece and protect the parts that already work. Genuinely the single biggest credit saver in the modern workflow. Chasing the perfect full take that doesn't exist, instead of comping the best sections from a few imperfect ones, the same way records have been assembled from multi-track tapes for decades. And the quiet one underneath all of them, no definition of done. If you can't say in one sentence what would make you stop, you'll never stop. Write you're done before you start. The chorus gives me chills and the verses don't embarrass me. It's a perfectly fine bar. When a take clears that bar, you've finished it. Move on. Producers who build catalogs that actually sell, they don't gamble. They direct. They batch. They evaluate before they commit. Structure beats mood. A decision beats a reroll. Whether you're fighting sameness or burning credits, the fix isn't luck. It's a harder constraint or a clear definition of done before you touch generate again. Full posts are linked in the show notes. The complete system behind both, the genre blueprints, the full diagnostic framework, fader, it's all in the Red Lab library for $97. Stop gambling. Start directing. Thank you for listening. One more thing before you go. Every Thursday morning, I send out a newsletter, one email a week. It's where I share what I'm working on in the studio, the research running in the lab, and the methodology I'm refining in real time. New books, new blueprints, new findings from the Red Lab protocol research. If that sounds useful, you can sign up at jgbeatslab.com/newsletter. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next Friday.